Horoscopes by 1pkc.io, brought to you by Jeff Helkenberg.
Hello Capricorn, this is your horoscope for the week of January 28th, 2019. Now currently the House of Capricorn hosts Saturn and Pluto, and of course your ruling planet is Saturn. Now the Sun departed a week and a half ago, and so the energy level was low. We discussed that last week. Now, what you need to focus on this week is not so much your commitments to others, not so much your obligations to work, your obligations to your relationships, whatever it is that you've allowed yourself to be somewhat tied to externally. It's very important. I'm not denying that it's important to maintain your commitments to other people, but you need to question whether or not you've made similar commitments to yourself. And so you need to focus on your physical body, your physical well-being, and your psychological well-being this week. A lot of times we don't deal with healing ourselves. We don't deal with focusing on being healthy because we're so busy fulfilling the obligations that we've set up to other people. And so we lose sight of the fact that we need to change the oil in our own body sometimes. And what that requires is attention to what we're putting into our body and how much physical exercise we're getting. Now, when it's cold outside, a lot of times people have a tendency to sit around more. They watch Netflix and chill, and so that can be fine, but that's not necessarily leading you to a place of greater health. So this week, you need to figure out ways that you can put yourself out there to be doing more physical activities and also discussing your feelings with people, especially if you have anything pent up. Now, this doesn't apply to everyone. There are plenty of people out there who have made these commitments. They're conscious of the relationship between physical activity and psychological and physical well-being, and so they're doing those things. This is more about you being conscious of the fact that as the sun departed, your energy went down. It makes you more susceptible to illness. And so what you have to do is you have to raise the physical activity level, and you have to be conscious of your emotions. And so it's going to require a kind of intelligence that isn't necessarily something that you use all that often. The intelligence that's inwardly directed rather than the intelligence you use in your relationships with other people. So focus on that this week, crucially, and you're going to see amazing benefits if you do. Now, for those of you who know your birth chart positions, here's a rundown of the other planets and our star. Jupiter and Venus are in Sagittarius. Neptune is in Pisces. Saturn and Pluto are in Capricorn. Uranus and Mars are in Aries. The Sun and Mercury are in Aquarius. And the Moon starts the week in Scorpio, moves through Sagittarius and Capricorn, and will end the week in Aquarius. So again, the message this week, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're doing everything you can to be physically active, and the benefits that you will reap later down the line are going to be tremendous.
Thank you for listening, and visit 1pkc.io for more great content.